All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. And this is a parent, a mother, dealing with a stubborn child, which in this case, this is her son. Now, I'm going to play this quick clip, and then we're going to go into the scriptures on how we dealt with stubborn children in ancient Israel.
So, Snapchat and all other social medias. When you have a disturbed son, a very badass child who don't listen and don't think that you can send them to jail, you bring the jail to your house. M.A. Johnson, what is your number?
08042007.
As you see, he has his socks and drawers. He has his towel and hygiene. He will be only coming out for what?
To use the restroom, wash my body, and brush my teeth, eat.
Okay. Basically, you're on restriction. Jail, y'all don't get to have fun. You get to come out to eat, wash, and you get to go to school. Other than that, you will be confined to this cell of yours to think about what you've done and what you've been doing. The only way you get your privileges is when we see the improvements. And that's on recording.
Wait, you got that on recording style?
I sure do. So I hope y'all know that was her who did that. You do not know him. One thing I can say, a child is going to be a child. But there's limits to being a child.
She done gave her son a 23-and-1. And if no one knows what that is, a 23-and-1 is 23 hours in a day, 23 hours out the day you're locked down, and you only can come out for 1 hour for recreational use. But in this case, he's only allowed to come out to eat, go to bathroom, and go to school. You know, and you have a lot of people that will be angry with this parent and her actions. You know, I really don't feel no type of way about it. It's really not my opinion. I mean, you know, my opinion really doesn't matter. But see, this is a way how she is punishing her son. Okay, so he can wake up and realize and behave the way she needs him to behave. All right, and a lot of our people, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, a lot of them let their children go without being chastised, so to speak. And this is why they grow up to be monsters outside of a lot of us not having father figures or, you know, mothers that are just, you know, too busy focused on themselves. And I'm just generalizing this. So, you know, don't go and get ahead of yourself. But, you know, this is more of a concerned parent that is taking action. I'll say that. But let's continue so we can get into these scriptures.
Versus thinking you grown and can't nobody tell you nothing. And then you're on social media doing things you have no fucking business doing that will land your ass in jail. But if you come across the right person, they'll kill your ass. But me putting my
Hey, and you know, just to chime in real quick. Hey, she's a parent that is taking action. Okay, trying to nip this shit in the butt before it gets too out of control. You see? Even though we know that she doesn't know the truth, okay, and she's not into the scriptures, but the approach she still is taking is still a good approach to deal with these children in this age bracket. Okay, dealing with your child, period.
son in a home jail, you know, that's fucked up. Bad parenting. Oh, I should go to I should go to jail and they should call CPS. I don't deserve to have kids and all this and all that. So I'm just going to say this, especially when people speak on my son's health. My son does have mental, or he do get himself in a situation, and just because you screaming mental health, they don't give a fuck. They just killed George Floyd. My son do got an issue. He got a problem, and I'm working on it. But at the end of the day, I'm still hitting him with reality. These people don't give a fuck about you out here. And I ain't gonna be here to protect you forever. You want to continue to do things that you ain't got no business doing. I'm finna show you what it's gonna be like. The thing about it is, it's gonna be 1,001 times harder than what I'm doing. And y'all can best believe and guarantee that one. I've been to prison before. I've sat in the county before. This ain't even half of what they do. But for people talking about, I'm not gonna lock my son in the closet. My thing is, I don't think y'all closet is even big enough for y'all to stand in. This nigga cut flips if you want to in this closet.
Yeah, see, and all these emotional people reacting to the situation that she's doing with her son. Imagine how these people react to this scripture I'm about to bring out. Check this out. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 21, verse 18. If a man have a stubborn and rebellious son, which she is saying her son is stubborn and rebellious, right? Which will not obey the voice of his father or the voice of his mother, and that when they have chastised him, will not hearken unto them, then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him and bring him out into the elders of his city and into the gate of his place. And they shall say unto the elders of his city, this our son is stubborn and rebellious. He will not obey our voice. He is a glutton and a drunkard. Right? Now let's go into this word stubborn.
Strong's H, 5637. Sarer. Sarer.
To rebel, be stubborn, be rebellious, be refractory. The backslide. Okay? Basically to turn away from your instructions. Verse 20 again, it says, and they shall say unto the elders of his city, this is our son. This our son, Salakia, is stubborn and rebellious. He will not obey our voice. He is a glutton and a drunkard. And all the men of his city shall stone him with stones. Let's read that again. And all the men of his city shall stone him with stones, that he die. So shalt thou put evil away from among you, and all Israel shall hear and fear. So this is the judgment of a stubborn and rebellious son. And you think about what happened in the ancient times with a stubborn and rebellious son. What she's doing now is very lenient. Okay? It's very merciful to what could have happened to him in a time in the ancient world. You see? But like I said, she's putting forth action that she may even, she's making an attempt to bring him to reality to save her son. Okay? By showing him the actions that you are taking will lead to you being in this situation, you being in a cell doing a 23-1, 23 in and 1 hour out for recreational use. A lot of parents, especially single mothers, however the situation may happen, okay, will not acknowledge, will not even will put this reality aspect into their child's mind to show them, if this is the road that you're headed down, this is where you're going to end up. Okay? Hey, so for her even doing this, hey, I commend her for that. You know what I'm saying? Because the majority of our women will not even take that approach on a reality aspect. That is a reality, to somewhat degree aspect of what you could lead up to. Okay? Now, Proverbs chapter 13, verse 24, it says, he that spareth his rod hateth his son. He that spareth his rod hateth his son. But he that loveth him chastiseth him betimes. So when your son is out of order, you have to do what? You have to steer them back in the right direction. You have to correct them immediately. You have to correct them immediately, okay? Because if you spare it and you can let these things continue to go on, then what? Then they'll take advantage of the situation. They'll get used of. It's cool. My dad ain't gonna do anything, or in these cases, my mom ain't gonna do anything. She's okay with this. Nah, you gotta correct it on the spot. You see, and she's correcting him on the spot at an early age. And majority of this world is so emotional, and they're not agreeing with this. But these are the same people that is complaining about, these different young folks running around here, robbing, killing each other, doing all types of crime and madness, right? These are the same individuals, that let all this shit go on, or within their children's life, but then get mad at the consequences that come upon them. And a lot of these same people are nothing but a bunch of hypocrites, because a lot of these same people, they are in agreement to the image of the beast. You see, with all the wickedness and perverseness and madness that goes all along within that. You see, but then get mad of her trying to correct her child in a way that she may know best. All right. But like I was just staring it back to, that was very merciful compared to what was done to a stubborn child in the ancient world. You see? So I just thought I'd touch on that through the spirit. Lord willing, hope it was edifying. Until next time, I want to say shalom.